Hello Starcraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another weekly episode of Into the Void. This is the OldDude versus Panda on Prion Terraces. Alright, bringing up the names, and in the bottom left of Prion Terraces, we have the red Protoss player. It is the OldDude representing OldDudes. And in the top left of Prion Terraces, we have the blue Zerg player representing IDGAF. It is Panda. Alright, so this is Into the Void. Welcome back, everybody. I'm sorry about last week. I got really busy with some things. My wife has some crazy stuff going on. I had the kids a lot more than I expected, and I completely spaced Into the Void. I apologize profusely for that, but we'll not miss another Friday again. So again, welcome to this, your third upload of your Friday from Falcon Paladin. Into the Void is where I look at low-level play, discuss how we can get better, we can learn from the mistakes of these players, and have a good time at the same time. So here it is. OldDude is going to go ahead and throw down an early Forge here. An interesting play indeed. Forge into Pylon. Meanwhile, a hatch first play coming out from Panda, recognizing what's going on here against Protoss, as it is safe. For those of you who are worried, it is safe to go hatchery first against a Protoss player in Legacy of the Void. The odds of them being able to get a Forge up, come clear across the map, get pylons down, and get cannons up before you see it or before this hatches is very low indeed. So, here we are, and what is this? Is it a Forge Fast Expand from OldDude? It looks like it is. This very much looks like a Heart of the Swarm style Forge Fast Expand, throwing the Forge down, throwing the Nexus up, getting a pylon, and then defending with cannons at the front door. It's kind of fallen out of favor, to be honest, just because Ravagers do a pretty good job at breaking down walls. Roaches as well do fairly good at the same time, but the OldDude wants to be safe. So again, nothing too crazy about this, although it does slow down his tech. So one recommendation that I would have for lower level players is that do not necessarily go for a Forge first here. I know you like having cannons down, I know you like feeling safe, but get that gateway up as soon as you can, get the Cyber Core up as soon as you can, get gas going, and then start, and then start your tech. Because the faster you can tech up, the better you'll play against Zerg. Also, I'm not sure what this cannon back here is all about. I mean, I guess if you're worried about mutas, it's a good idea, but mutas can't be out anytime now. Probably not until about the 10-minute mark at the fastest. I feel like maybe if it was a 2-base muta play, they could get it out sooner, but at this level, not really anything to worry about. And look at this, Panda actually going for a third base at the gold position here on Prion Terraces. So good for him. Indeed, he's playing this fairly standard, I have to say, at this point. Getting the spawning pool up, getting workers at the same time on the gas. He has enough to either go for a lair or go for the spawning pool. You recognize he's letting his gas creep up here, which is a bit of a problem. But either way, not a huge deal. Forward pylon from the OldDude. What is this? Is this like a... I don't know. Join me together, ladies and gentlemen. We'll figure out what's going on here. Is the Overlord going to die? It lives with 3 hit points. Does get the scout off. Another Overlord comes in as well. Will get shoot off by cannons. And 3 hit points there as well. These Overlords, man, they are hardy folk. And, oh, so actually cannon rushing this base. Interestingly enough, he needs to get that down, like now. There it is. Alright, so cannon rushing the third base of Panda, really committing to this push as well. I don't even know if he kills this, he necessarily wins, but here it comes. The hatchery pops on up, the creeper's spreading, but it's too late. Buildings that are already there will continue to be there. So go ahead and feel free to drop your buildings where there's no creep, because they cannot be moved unless they are killed. Protoss players. I believe Panda has seen this by now. His response at this point is nothing. He is getting evolution chambers. He's pretty much focused on his build right now, which is good, but that's another thing. Is players, your build can be very, very good, but if something weird happens to you, you're going to lose if you're not paying attention. So, it looks like these cannons that are getting covered with disgusting creep even as we speak should be able to take down this hatchery. I don't see anything in production from Panda that's going to deal with this. And, no, it is not. He is spreading creep, though. That is good from Panda. We like to see that as well. A lot of larva here. See all this larva? See all this money? Panda needs to be better at spending his money and also keeping Overlord production up. He is now supply blocked, which is a huge problem for him as well. Cannot make any more units. Now finally making Overlords. But if you wait until you're supply blocked to make Overlords, you're in a lot of trouble. So, the Broodlings pop on out. They try to burn down this cannon as fast as they can, but they don't even get through its shields. 10 shields left on that cannon. And yeah, so again, I don't know if 4 cannons is what you wanted to do there from the old dude. It feels like a bit of an overkill, but in the end, it took it down regardless. Oh, cannon taking down that creep tumor. And is it going to take out this egg as well? 2-1, super close, one more hit. Oh, it does. It actually cancels the Overlord. Oh no, and this Overlord's rally point is going to allow it to die as well. Oh, Overlord, come back. Nope. Oh, so Panda worked so hard to get unsupply blocked and now is basically supply blocked again, throwing out more and more Immortals and a double Stargate play here from the old dude. All right, so cannon rushing the third into double Stargate play. Interesting, interesting. Absolutely. Throwing down a bunch of spine crawlers here at the front door is Panda. I'm not sure what he's super worried about. Now, here's the thing. As Zerg, if you see all of this mineral income being invested by Protoss, that means they don't have enough money for a huge army to come stomp you. It's either one or the other. So keep that in mind as well. A third base being replanted at this other gold base on Prion Terraces, because there's lots of gold here. Seriously, gold, 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 gold. So much gold. And a ninja third for the old dude. Interesting indeed. Aha! Queen on the high ground, using her advantage to try and kill these cannons. If there was a warp prism on the field, not a warp prism, a mothership core, there it is, on the field, the mothership core could provide some high ground at sight there to the cannons, but unfortunately a mothership core is not here. It is in production, should have been out a long time ago. But in the end, the queen is going to kill the cannon, and that's really all that matters. Production tab shows getting upgrades. Man, Panda, not a bad player. I'm going to throw that out. Not a bad player indeed. Although this is way too many spine crawlers for... He doesn't know anything that's going on. He really doesn't. Again, the Overlord scouting was good, but that's just a panic play right there. This could be so many workers. Is he going to use these for defense? Is he... Whoa! When did he start mass queening this? 12 queens on the field for Panda. Alright. Alright, so he's going to play this with queens, it looks like, and spine crawlers. Burrowing the spine crawlers up. He's going to lose one. Transfusing it, though. Keeping it alive. This ability right here, Transfuse, instantly restores 125 life to a targeted biological unit. Look at that. Using that healing ability. Going to go ahead and take down the cannons. And nicely done. Nicely done indeed. Now, here's something that's interesting. The range on that is 7. The range on this guy is also 7. So you can't actually get in there and take it down without taking some hits. Another transfuse, keeping the queens alive. And now breaking everything down here. Throwing down creep, putting himself in defensive positions. This was a lot of spines to take out just a few cannons. But he is rid of the Protoss influence on this side of the map. So that's pretty darn good. Now, the old dude here. Getting oracles. Out of this double gate. Is this a double? Double Stargate Oracle play with an observer on the way at the same time. Third base is up and running. Double assimilators here as well. 66 to 73 total harvesters. And a mass queen play here. Alright. I mean, he's getting upgrades for him too. Look at this. Queens already have +1/+1/+1. Because the air, ground attack, and the armor there. Flying around is a hallucinated phoenix. Good job, the old dude. Hallucinated phoenix is a great idea. Something to do to scout your opponent without losing anything but just some energy. Queen could inject. Is choosing not to. That's okay. I respect her life's choices. Infestation pit on the way as well for Panda. Is he just going for +3/+3 queens here? Seems entirely possible. And a dark shrine as well as a Robobay coming up from the old dude. Wow. So all the tech on Earth here. That's another thing. Is if you're going for all the tech available to you in your race, you might be doing something wrong. I mean, Protoss can actually stand to have like Colossus and Immortal and Templar in their army, but generally you kind of want to stick to a composition of maybe 3 or 4 types of units instead of 6 or 7. I don't know, that's just me. Maybe I'm crazy. Regardless, cannons, cannons coming up here for base defense as well. How the... Oh, there it is. Didn't see that pylon there. I'm super duper blind. Alright, so took the gold base, did not saturate it at all. Panda essentially has 4 bases here and 46 workers, which means about 10 workers per base. Not ideal. Not what you want to see there. Transferring some drones out to go ahead and actually start mining one of these gold bases, which is very, very useful. Keep in mind, if you have a couple gold bases as Zerg, you probably want what's called a macro hatch, where you have a hatch that's not necessarily tied directly to a mineral patch, but it's just somewhere else and use it solely for production. Can be pretty good. So Phoenix, actual Phoenix now scouting around here all by itself. Interesting. I'm not sure why the old dude Decided to forego the hallucinated version for the actual version, but whatever. And here comes the Oracle play. Dun 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 dun. Oracle play. Oracle play. And how many oracles are on the field here? 9. 9 total oracles. So they have the ability here, Pulsar Beam. Charges the oracle's Pulsar Beam and allows it to attack enemy ground units. 25 energy to activate, and it drains 2 energy per second. I think that's what we're going to see here from these oracles. Oh, was I not selecting one? Come back. Come back, oracles. There we go. Got them. They come right on in. The queens are stabbing them away, but look at that. Pulsar Beam melting them down there, running for their lives. And actually, oracles... Oh boy, the queens show up. Is it enough to kill the hatchery? No. Look at this anti-air here. Pulsar Beam does get the hatch, but a lot of oracles died at the same time. Oracle swinging around again. Mass Queen once again waiting for them here. What on earth? This is insane. A Mass Queen defense against Mass Oracle. Who knew? I did not. Are these guys up to +3? No. +2/+2 on the way. Hive just about to finish. The Hive will allow these queens to get up to +3/+3, which is actually pretty formidable if you ask me. Look at this. 11 damage versus air. It will bump up here as well. A range of 7, weapon speed of 0.71. They hit hard and they hit fast. Long distance mining coming up from these probes, because actually they didn't die, the hatchery did. A bit of a reversal there. Another base coming up for Panda as well. 70 harvesters now for Panda, 58 for the old dude. And again, just cannoning up, defending, not really putting many workers at this base. Again, for some reason, bronze level players have an aversion to actually saturating gold bases, so who knows? I do not. Extended Thermal Lance on the way. Colossus on the way. The old dude, I think he saw those queens and said, I can take these out with Colossus, which probably not wrong. Oh, Stasis Ward comes up, though. That's another thing that the oracles are able to do, is throw down a Stasis Ward. Are there any left? Nope. All the oracles are gone. To see what it does here is anybody that walks into it gets stuck in stasis. They cannot attack, but they also cannot be attacked. For I think it's 22 seconds is what it is. But either way, then they come out. No worse for the wearer, just kind of stuck for a while. So Stasis Ward, pretty fun stuff as well. It is a spell. You don't see a whole lot, but can be very powerful nonetheless. Creep Spread. Moving out across the middle of the map here. Again, Creep Spread, not the best I've ever seen in my entire life, but also not terrible at the same time. Queens. There are so many queens. There are 32 queens, 84 drones, and 15 overlords, and that is it. End of discussion. We are finished. +3/+3 on the way for these queens. The creep spread needs to improve. If you have this many queens, you have to throw down about 1,800 creep tumors on each of these paths. Get over to the enemy's base in 2 minutes flat, and then start killing with these queens, because I don't think there's anything here right now for the old dude that can handle this. He's a Dark Templar. He has a Zealot. He has a Stasis Ward up on his own front door. Here it is. Traps nearby units. Enemies in status for 21 seconds. Stasis? Yep, cannot be attacked or be affected by abilities. Another base coming up here for the old dude. Has saturated the gold base now, which is nice. Getting upgraded armor for his units. Super handy at the same time. Colossus already with +2 attack. Range of 9. Damage of 14 times 2, which is 28. And they say don't do math when you're live casting. So yeah, we're going to have to see how this Mass Queen does. This feels like something I would do with a friend where we're like, alright, who wins? Maxed out Queens or maxed out Colossus? And then we'd sit there on the map and have a no rush and 20-minute rule. And then make it happen. So we'll see. I have seen this strategy used before. I think it was back in Wings of Liberty. Like HD Starcraft might have casted it to where it was just a Mass Queen play by a professional player against a Protoss. And it did super well until the Colossus count got really high. And then it was a problem. So we'll see if Panda can make it work. This +3/+3 about to finish here. Again, see the creep spread already done. Come up and finish. Do more creep spread queens. You can do it long distance mining as well. This is absolutely a no rush in 20 minutes game. 100,000,000%. That's what it is. Dun 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 dun. Let's see, what else is going on here? Void Rays, Archons on the way for the old dude. He's trying to think of things that will kill queens. I think Colossus is a good idea. Archons too, pretty good idea, except they're basically melee. Their range is 3. So a bunch of queens in the back can smash them while they can't actually hit them, which is a bit of a problem. Did he recall somewhere? Where did he go? Oh, up here. Alright. That's fun. So recall to the Nexus up here to attack along this path, which I suppose is good. Zealots with +2, +1 there as well. Almost about +2 finishing. Yes, +2 finishes, +3 attack on the way with the blue little sabers crossing in the darkness. Yeah, so both players are just kind of sitting back, macroing up. It's 186 to 186 supply. Both players about 76, 70 workers or so. I'd say that's probably fair. More and more spines coming up. The heck are the spines? Okay, more spines. Why not? Another Stargate on the way as well. I don't know if the Stargate is good against Mass Queen, especially +3/+3 queens. Look at this queen group. Look at it. It is big. It is ugly. It is amazing. It is 55 queens and he's maxed out. He might have to start sacrificing some workers. Is that what he's doing here? He is. He's now sacrificing workers in order to free up supply to make more queens. I'm not sure why he's getting gas at all, to be entirely honest, but either way, deciding to move out at about this point is the old dude. Dancing back and forth. Really afraid of the creep. There is an observer in this army, right? Yes, yes there is. And this base is completely under attack. Will the queens be able to respond in time? I do not know, but that hatchery died very quickly. All these drones died as well, probably honestly doing a favor. Oh, okay, so might as well change the drones into static defense. Why not? And here it is, queens against Archons, Zealot, Colossus, Immortal. The queens at the front are just getting massacred right now. None of these Archons are dying in the least, I feel like. How many have been killed here? 0. 0 queens have died. That's a problem. The old dude throws out a mass queen, lol. And he's not wrong. Spine crawlers are desperately trying to be planted here to defend against this. Will an Archon finally die? Look how little damage these guys do against Archons. One finally ends up getting completely killed. Queen count down from 55 to 26. It has been halved. Static defense needs to hang on here. This is a lot of spine crawlers and actually does push the old dude back here temporarily. Not too shabby. And here comes the Dark Templar crowd. Ooh, so spooky. Are there any spore crawlers coming up? Spore crawler down here can provide some detection. Spore crawlers over here can provide detection as well. And an overseer right here. So replanting. Oh, okay. He just changed his Dark Templar into Archons. Never mind. Detection not required to see Archons here at the 17-minute mark. Again, trying to spread that creep. And backing on out is the old dude. And actually harassing this base. Why not? Void Ray in the air helping with that DPS. Void Ray is going to die. The queen does kill it with 1 kill. She is a predator. All these drones just getting eaten alive by the Archons. +3 Archons here do 47 damage versus biological. They one-shot lings and it's splash damage. So powerful indeed. Here come the queens again. Alright, static defense. No match, it turns out, for fully upgraded Archons. And a couple Colossus as well, because why not? Do the queens just go for it? I don't know at this point. Look at all the static defense here. Throwing down more and more creep tumors where they can. There are cannons here, but not that many. It's turning into an old-fashioned base race here today. Blop. And the sound that Archons make is pretty darn good. There are some defensive queens here. They are getting absolutely massacred. The Archons tearing through them like they are made of tissue paper. And, whoa, oh, DTs are here. Oh no, DTs. Oh, never mind, got picked up by something. A spore crawler must have finished, and it has. Creep spread putting this base completely under attack, but this base is darn near still alive, and so is this one. Wrecking through the main base of Panda is the old dude. Infestation pit falls, evolution chamber falls, spawning pool falls as well. Queens wrecking what they can. Queens actually killing a Nexus. Have you ever seen that before, ladies and gentlemen? I do not think you have. But now you can say that you have. You can tell all your friends who like Starcraft. So, Nexus here with the gold base as well is being replanted. Keeping cool under fire, it looks like, is the old dude. Expanding to replace the one that he lost. Tempests, pretty darn good unless they stand right on top of a spore crawler, and then maybe they're not as effective as they possibly could be. Like 1 spore crawler against 2 Tempests, it looks like the spore crawler wins. tearing through the death ball of death, is killing everything except, surprisingly, creep tumors. Did the observer die? It might have. Oh, Tempest explodes and falls to the ground. There is a stasis ward here. Is anybody going to walk inside the circle? No, they don't. They do not. More creep tumors getting thrown down, but here come the Archons. They are mad. They're mad. And the queens run for their lives. They know what happens here. They've done this before. It is not a good feeling at all. What is going this way? More Archons. Again, there are so many spines, though. Bop, 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 bop. The Archons with +1 shields. Pretty darn good. +1 on that armor. Tearing through everything here as well. Again, Spine Queen. Not as good, maybe. Oh, coming from the backside as well. It's a sandwich. And that's the GG. Well played there from Panda. Panda's defeated. The old dude is victorious. And Panda has left the game. Although the old dude wants to kill all of the static defense, so we will not begrudge him that. We will let him do this today. So, alright, so thanks again to the old dude for submitting this game to Into the Void. And if you stick around to the end of this cast, during the end slate, there is a song actually written and performed by the old dude. So go ahead and check that out. I'll go ahead and put a description and credits for him in the description of this video as well. So again, pretty fun stuff indeed. Thank you for joining me on Into the Void today. Saw some really fun stuff. Hope you got some good tips as well. And that's about it. So this has been Falcon Paladin with yet another weekly episode of Into the Void. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, you take care of yourself. And again, stick around to enjoy the music. And I'll see you next time.
Broken and ashamed by what you have done. There is no redemption, and so you must run. And it's taken your heart and broken your soul. You cannot go back until you're made whole. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, there's a light upon you, and you follow it on, looking for a reason and a way to atone. All around you, the planets and stars. You're lost in a maelstrom of a great new unknown. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, and you're running into the void. You go searching into the void. And you're running into the void.